We're live. Hello, Valencia.
Hello.
Let's hear you guys say hi, everybody all at once, really loud. I don't think we have a delay. Can you hear us okay, Catalina?
Yes, perfect.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Good to see you guys.
Those are awesome signs.
Yeah, they made them for their photo booth. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, we have a lot of things here.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Show us the bullhorn.
It's how we do things.
The bullhorn, Catalina. There may be a language issue. It's okay. I don't know. We're not hearing you, Adam. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us again. I think Adam's mic is muted, but we are figuring all our stuff out here. And we're joining Valencia live again. Thank you guys so much. They just watching the film block. And we have some filmmakers with us. I'm going to go through each one, ask them to introduce themselves, and tell us which film they're associated with. And we'll start with, even though this is Valencia, I think that's Anna. Is that Anna in front of us?
Hi, yes.
Tell us, introduce yourself and tell us your film and how your involvement was in the film.
Our show is In Vida Propia, Without a Life of My Own, is the English translation. It's a Spanish comedy about a group of 30-somethings that don't know what to do with their own lives. It's like really orientated with the Spanish situation, our Spanish crisis and so. And I don't know if you know, in Spain we've got like a huge economic crisis. We don't have jobs, we live in our parents' house, and it's like, it's very fucked up, everything, so.
Are you the director of the web series, Anna? Are you the director?
Yeah, I'm the director. Here's Timo, the co-writer, Miguel, our producer, Antonio, our producer also, and our main actor is Irene. And the rest of people that are here. Hi.
Thanks so much for being here, you guys. This is great. This is exactly, I think, what we want to have happen all over the world. Is more community support and people coming together to watch good films together. Let's move to Henry. Introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Hey, Valencia, how's it going?
Hi.
Oh man, you guys have beers and everything. That's really, I'm jealous now. I don't have any. Damn it. I'm Henry, and I co-created Future Duck, which was the cartoon that you guys saw, which had the big whale dick in it. So I make it with my friend Paul. We write it together, we animate it together, we write the music and do the artwork and everything except the acting, because we can't act. As you can probably tell, I'm terrible in front of a camera. But hello.
Good to have you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no props.
And as his lower third says, he makes stupid duck stuff, which we love.
It's an official title.
Next we have Wojtek, and he's coming to us from. Where are you coming to us from?
From Warsaw, Poland. The cold and rainy Warsaw, Poland right now.
And tell us what your involvement is with the film 2020.
Well, I was the producer and director of this film. It's kind of a strange film as a format, because it's kind of like a corporate video, but in the base of a sci-fi science fiction web series. So that was so it was a lot of working together with different people to figure everything out and just make it happen.
Yeah, it's definitely, it was, it's a really intense story and idea. Did you guys, are you the writer also? Is that what I understood?
I was the co-writer. I mean, there are a couple of people writing this from all around the world. Actually, we were working closely with our client, who's one of his emissaries, if I can say it, that is British, and we were working with him on writing it. I had a friend of mine from Vancouver add some very nice American accents into the story, so it was like a very collaborative process in the end.
Now, that was a heavily sponsored series, so did the sponsorship come in first, and then you wrote this?
Well, yeah, this is, like I said, it's kind of weird format, because it wasn't like we had an idea, we wrote it up, and we went to the sponsors to gain financial support to shoot it. Actually, our client came to us and said, well, listen, we want to do something about this problem of how the technology will look in 10 years. And then we said, oh, fine, let's make a science fiction web series. And they said, okay, let's do it. And so it was, everything came together at the same time.
Fantastic. We also have Masao, who is joining us with a very slow internet connection, so let's bear with him. He's kind of popping in and out. Can you hear him, Masao? He is the director and writer of Blue-Eyed Boy, and he's coming to us from Iran, so he has to kind of use some back doors to get on too. So, and his young brother is the lead actor in the film. And he's there somewhere with him, Sahil. So, can you hear us, Masoud? He'll be in and out. Okay. So, I want to remind people that you can ask questions and send in comments through any of your favorite social media sites. Again, oops, nope, it's right here. You can use Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or Google+. And you just want to hashtag UGPFF14. Hashtag UGPFF14, and that way we'll make sure we can get your comments and your questions. And Adam is filtering them in, and I will then be filtering them again. And again, you can watch this broadcast at our website at UGPFF.com. So I do have a question. It's come in for Wojtek, and it is, where was 2020 shot? Now that he has an angel on his head. Oh, and glasses. You're muted. You're muted. Make sure we can hear you.
Hi, sorry. It was shot in Poland, in Warsaw. The idea behind it, let's say the producer, the corporate side producer, didn't want it to look like any other city. So we had to figure out how to make it as generic as possible. We filmed it in Warsaw, in different locations, from the National Stadium to some abandoned buildings to very nice corporate offices. Part of the shooting was also done in Vancouver, but that was for the green screen effects, mostly for the news footage. And the last part was just a lot of stock shots, stock videos from different parts of the world, just mixed together to make it seem like it's a very unreal place in Central Europe.
Great. It's amazing. It looks great.
Thank you.
I wish I could play with my tools there like you do. For some reason, mine.
I'll turn it off. Don't worry.
No, you can keep them on. I love it. I usually wear a crown, but I can't seem to turn mine on right now. So, so let's go to Valencia for a minute. And Anna, you touched on how things have changed a lot in Spain for for a lot of people in their 30s. This is a common thing here in the United States too, and that's actually one of the questions we were going to ask you. So this has become one of those things where a lot of people are moving back in with their family, and is that kind of part of how you base your web series on? Is this lifestyle of what's going on with people?
Yeah, I think the show really shows our lifestyle, because we don't have like, they always told us, you've got to study, and if you study, you'll have super good jobs, and like everything will be perfect. And that's not what's happening here in Spain. So, I mean, people. That's what we show in our series is what people here live. We are in our parents' places. We have like awful jobs. I mean, it's a very hard situation, and we try to reflect it in. And it's so yeah, it shows a little bit our Spanish situation.
And it's very, very funny. How did you find your cast for the actors and actresses?
Yeah, well, the first time for our first season, we did a casting, and like lots of actors showed in, so we were really really pleased. And the second season, we had our same the main cast, and also we started like searching for for other secondary actors who like did not more secondary roles and so. But basically in a casting, we just like we posted out in I don't remember a website, and like lots of people just wrote and wanted to come. So
that's great. It's great. It's very, very funny. Are you doing another season? And
not yet. No, we're good now, and we'll see in the future. But presently, we are like working in different projects.
Okay. So this is just one of many projects that you guys are working on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're really glad that you could all be here for this, because this has been a lot of fun. And so Henry, tell us a little bit about what the hell is up with Duck from the Future.
What the hell is up with it?
Can't get the song out of my head. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure where the idea came from. Really, probably just lots of booze. I think we kind of came up with 4 different kind of animation ideas, and we came up with one about a duck from the future, one about a T-Rex who'd been thawed out, one about a whale or the first fish to start evolving, as you do, and one about like the first genetically modified foodstuffs, and what if that created happy singing muffins, and which seemed like a logical course of events. And so yeah, we kind of thought, well, all of those ideas individually are probably a bit weak and crap, so why don't we just put them all in a house together and then have another beer? And that's kind of what we did. And Future Duck kind of came out of that process. And it was a very weird show to make, because it was just myself and my friend Paul. So we literally kind of locked ourselves in a flat for about a year and went slowly mad. But it was it was a lot of fun to do, and really fun to kind of just get the actors in and muck about and improvise with lines and things like that, you know.
Are you getting any financial support for doing this project?
We got a little bit from the channel that we put the show out on, but to be honest, no, it was mainly a bit of a labour of love.
I'm keeping track of your lower thirds. I definitely think you need some cutouts, and his drink has rum in it. Good. Masao, can you hear us yet?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, wow, that's a great effect.
Wow, that's a Dalek. Awesome.
Wow. Yeah. We really.
Delay, but I can hear and see.
We really can't hear you, but why don't you try answering a question for us? We'll see if we can understand any of it. Somebody had sent in a question asking, where did you get the story idea about the blue-eyed boy?
Yeah, actually, as I mentioned in there, also it's based on a book, written by Mojabi, Rani. I adapted the script and then make a movie.
We're unfortunately unfortunately having a really hard time hearing you. I'm so sorry. I think our connection just isn't fast enough for us to hear what you're having to say. But if you like I said, if you type in some of the stuff in the chat, I might be able to share that information with other people. But yeah, I think we're, Adam, do you agree? Are you hearing the same thing I am? Okay, great. So type in a short, brief answer, and then we'll talk to some more people while you're doing that. So the other question that I had, there was a couple that came in here. It's about the New York TV Festival Award. I don't know who that's addressed to. So
I think that would probably be us.
What's that?
I think that's probably us. We were just in New York, well, a few weeks ago now, and yeah, we were lucky enough to get picked for the New York Television Festival, which was just an amazing experience.
Congratulations!
Thank you very much. Cheers. And they basically run a pilot competition every year, which sort of works a bit like a film festival, but they kind of gear it towards the shows being potential TV pilots, and they're really great at kind of getting industry in and kind of setting you up with meetings, and it was a really, really fantastic time. So myself and Paul went out for that, and we were lucky enough to win the best animated show sort of pilot prize, which was fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really, really good, and really great experience actually. It was really nice. Yeah, and we got to run around the Statue of Liberty for a few days and eat apple pies and
I'm watching more and more of these episodes. By the way, I totally see it as an Adult Swim show.
We'd love it to go with Adult Swim. Actually, yeah, we're huge fans of them since Robot Chicken and all of their sort of shows. You know, Rick and Morty. We'd really like to take it somewhere like that or Comedy Central or something like that. But yeah, we're just kind of keeping our fingers crossed. The nice thing about the New York Fest was that we got sort of approached by some channels, the more 3D glasses and.
That's what I was saying. I mean, Valencia is watching us in 3D now.
Amazing. Yeah, we're kind of starting to have chats with people and hoping that something comes of it, but which would be a really nice way to carry on doing the show, you know.
Well, I think you have a great product, so there's no doubt that if you can just, connect it to the right people, it absolutely belongs on something at least like Adult Swim.
Very kind of you to say. I hope so. We're keeping our fingers crossed.
I mean, I think it's hilarious, but I have a warped sense of humor also. So.
Oh, so do we.
Masoud has actually typed out his answer for us, which I really appreciate that you did.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
So he said that his story, it's based on a book with the same name. And he thought of making a film with a monochrome point of view, but not black and white, which is great. Fortunately, I read the book, and it compelled me even more to make a film with a blue monochrome point of view. Then I decided to adapt it into a script. That's great. That's awesome. I had no idea. And his film has been going off and winning a lot of awards right now too. So this film has been doing really, really well for him, and I congratulate you on that too. It's great. We're really excited. Every time I see your Facebook postings about it, I get very excited. So, there's a couple more questions, but what I'm going to do is just first, before we wrap up, because we do need to wrap up, I would like all of you guys to tell us how we can follow you, how you want people to find you, or whatever. If you have a G+ account, or your Facebook, or your website for your series. So Anna, how do people go and see more of your web series?
They can enter sinvidapropia.com or in our YouTube channel, Facebook or Twitter, Sin Vida Propia.
And it's say it one more time, a little slower, the name of the web series.
Sin Vida Propia.
Bueno. Okay. Thank you so much.
Dot
And then-
com.
Claro. Okay, and tell us also, Henry, how can we follow you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. If you give us a follow on Twitter, it's at future_duck. And if you go to futureduck.net, then all of the episodes are there. There's links to the Facebook, the Twitter, the YouTube, everything else. So, yeah, futureduck.net.
Fantastic. And, I mean, who doesn't like stuff about ducks? I don't know. So, and Wojtek, tell us how we can follow you.
Okay, well, I wrote my company's address, web address on the lower third, so you can find all of our cool stuff there, from the greatest to the latest, and basically, kind of that's it. You could probably Google me or Google Black Rabbit and find other interesting things. I do have an Instagram account, and I put a lot of backstage and photos on there, so if you're interested, you can find it.
Great, great. And I'm just trying to share with everybody. Let's see. Nope. Masoud said that you can follow him on Facebook too. And I don't know how to put this up there because all of a sudden it's like not working for me. But basically, you can go to Masoud Saheli, and I'm sure I'm torturing that name, Soheili, and it looks like he's saying that you can do that at his Everything About Me and My Work is on my Facebook page. Okay, so it's MASOUD.SOHEILI. There you go. Okay, this is all recorded, so you can go back and listen to us say this over and over again if you want to. All right, so thank you so much, everybody, for participating. This has been great. I love having everyone get together and be able to kind of share their experiences. Yeah, turn your mic on so we can hear you guys.
Hey!
Hasta la vista, baby.
Bye.
Thanks, Valencia.
Thanks again, you guys, and we really appreciate it. Look for another talk that we're going to have here well, in a few hours. But and then make sure, you know, if you guys are making more content, let us see it. We want to follow all of your work. It's great. That's why we're all here.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you in a few hours for our final block. Thanks again for coming out.
Bye.
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 Hasta la vista.